comes from China.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. I'm your host Dave, and if you're new to the channel, welcome everybody. As you can no doubt tell from the title, we have another episode of It Came From China. See? Came from China. So, I did a couple orders of these knockoff Lego minifigures. So you know what? I really don't know what's in this particular package, so let's open it up. And I guess we'll find out together. Dump them all out here. Of course, they just fill the bag to the brim. But that's everything. Nice. So I have a cool little pile here. In total in this package, there is 5 minifigures. So just like in my other video, I will assemble one with you, and then we'll take a nice look at everything that came in this package today. So let's get started. Alright, before I open this particular package, you can see it does come in this little poly bag. That's pretty cool. Now again, these are not real Legos. I don't even know if they're Leppin. Just some third party, I guess. I don't know. But this one is supposed to be Hera. So far it doesn't look too bad. Some nice printing, double-sided head. So let's get started. Of course, we have to push in our arms. A little tough, but that one went in nicely. Our other arm. There we go. Put in our hands. Sometimes these could be tough. Okay, nice. Another hand. There we go. Let's get our cool head piece on there. That actually looks cool. Not gonna lie, and the paint looks decent as well. Now, she also does come with a lightsaber, which is green. So that's pretty cool. Different. She comes with an extra hand too. And the base, which this one has no plastic coming off of it, so that's pretty good. So this one's pretty nice. Hera came out great. Don't really understand the lightsaber much, but you know, a promising start. So let's look at all the others. With each minifigure, you do get a base similar to the blind bag Lego minifigures. And as you can see on mine, I do have some extra plastic from the molding process. You could cut that off. They work pretty well. Now, before I get started, a viewer commented on my last video asking if these had a toxic odor at all. And the answer is no, there's no odor whatsoever. However, having said that, I do not know what they're painted with. So just in case, you know, maybe China uses lead paint, do not give these knockoff minifigures to small children that still put things in their mouth. God forbid it is lead paint and they get sick. You know, you're going to have a big problem on your hands. So just a little warning there. For our first figure, we have the Twi'lek Ula, Jabba's slave girl / dancer who meets a ill fate with the Rancor. And I have to say, I really do enjoy this minifigure. Green's my favorite color, and I'm digging it. I like her costume. You can see sort of through it there. Pretty nice, very accurate to the film. My only issue is on her back. She does have these little scrapes. I guess they painted her and then put her down, so that way the paint sort of rubbed off here or there. The same could be said about her headdress, which we'll look at right now. Looking at it straightforward, you could take it off, and she does have 2 heads, which is nice. She has her smiling face, and then on the back she has that, Rancor is coming face. And I really dig that. Her headdress is very nice as well. She has the Liku on the back, and that looks sick. However, it does have some paint on there. I don't know, I'm going to try and rub that off with some rubbing alcohol, but such a shame for an otherwise pretty damn good figure. For our next minifigure, we have Hera Syndulla from Star Wars Rebels. This here is probably my favorite minifigure in the whole set. Beautiful paint apps, accurate to the show, very tight joints. It's the closest to a real Lego we have here, and I love it. I think it's great. I wish China would make a Lego Ghost, because I would probably buy that. But regardless, this minifigure is awesome. Now for her head, it's where the only issue is. She has a tiny little green line right at the top next to her Liku and her helmet. But besides that, beautiful paint apps on the goggles and her brain tails. Really cool. In her face, she has a normal smirking face, and on the back, she has a stern face, and that's awesome. For our third minifigure, we have what is said to be Boba Fett. Sure, he does look exactly like Boba Fett, similar colors and whatnot, but what we get is a very nice cloth, for his cape, and that actually feels and looks just like a real Lego. I'm happy with that. And the paint apps on this particular Boba Fett are pretty good. His legs, his arms, chest, back, helmet, everything's painted. However, I do have to say on his chest plate, it seems like he has the same problem as Ula did, where he was painted and then placed down, and I guess some particles scratched it up a little bit. Now, having a closer look, you can see he does not have his rangefinder and he doesn't have the jetpack, but he does have a nice paint app on his back, so that's pretty cool. For our fourth figure, we have a Mandalorian, and on the whole, he looks pretty good, but upon further inspection, you could tell that the paint on his helmet is way off. I might have to get another one for the collection, because this one's pretty bad. Maybe I could fix it with rubbing alcohol or whatever, but I'm not happy with it. Not only is the paint in the front of his helmet off, but he has a blue splotch right on the top of his helmet, which you can see, which it's pretty much a shame there. Besides that, he only comes with one pistol. The real release of this figure had two. And besides that, what could I say? It's a Clone Wars figure, so brace yourself, everybody. But besides that weird face, which has a similar problem to many items from China dealing with the Legos, where the paint is very translucent almost, and it doesn't look right. The opacity is not right at all. The only other issue besides the paint and that face is the loose hands. I'll take the gun from his left hand, put it in his right, and you can see just by twirling my finger how loose it is. I'm probably just going to put a dab of super glue on there and see what happens with that. But yeah, not too happy with this one. And finally, we have Darth Revan, one of my favorite characters in Star Wars history. Great design. The Mandalorian helmet that he wears is very iconic to me. And looking at this minifigure, I love the paint on his chest and legs. Very nice stuff. He also has paint, I guess, on his forearms, which looks pretty good. It's a little tan and gold. Pretty nice on the whole. Now, this figure does have some issues, mainly weak wrist. His right hand, similar to the Mandalorian, just can't hold anything up. As you can see, the lightsaber just falls. It's a mess. So I'm probably going to put a dab of super glue in there, and he'll just hold the lightsaber with his left hand from now on. Now, moving on to this guy's cape, it's not cloth-like at all. With the Boba Fett we got in this set, or even real minifigures, it has a cloth-like texture. This is straight up woven plastic. As you can see, it does have a nice design on it, but it is very firm. It's very tough. It holds its shape if you pick it up. It is what it is. Also, there is no paint on the back of this minifigure whatsoever. And that does it today for another episode of It Came From China. I had a lot of fun with today's video. We got to use the turntable and look at all these. I hope everybody else had a good time as well and was entertained. What we see before us is the 5 minifigures I got in this set. They're all knockoffs, and what could I say? You get what you pay for. I think the best one in the whole set is definitely Hera. She has beautiful paint apps, tight joints, cool accessories. I really don't understand the lightsaber, but you know what? I'll take it. Besides that, we have some paint mishaps, like on the Mandalorian's helmet and the back of her headpiece. And then we have the loose joints, like Darth Revan's hand, as well as the Mandalorian's. Very loose. Look, he can't even hold up the lightsaber. What are you gonna do? But regardless of all that, I have a couple of other packages coming from China, so I really hope you guys enjoy this, because we will have, I would say, maybe 2 to 3 more videos like this. I think they're very fun. It's cool to get away from what I normally do, so I really hope everybody enjoys it at home. And that's everything I have to say about these Lego knockoffs today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, and if you'd like to see new videos every Thursday, subscribe. Again, everybody out there, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch my content. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.